Kamala going to make you a little more likely or less likely to vote Democrat?
Hold on, wait, first, Ray, hold on, Ray. Is Kamala black? Yes or no?
I'm going to let her speak on that. But to me, no.
Oh, is Kamala black? Yes or no?
I share that same view.
Wow, is Kamala black? Yes or no?
I heard she was. I heard she's half black and half Asian.
When I played that audio on my Sirius XM radio program on Thursday, many callers who self-identified as African-American were quick to tell me that those men were the exception, not the rule. Some described them as low information voters, no different than you'd find among whites.
Is Kamala going to make you a little more likely?
Go ahead, Paul. You gotta replay it. Why, when motherfuckers don't agree with you, they got to be stupid? They got to be low in information, low intelligent. They just don't agree with what you believe. They're not stupid.
But
these are intelligent individuals that we want to castigate as unintelligent because they don't say the thing that we wanted them to say.
I mean, because it ain't because they're not saying the thing that we don't want them to say. It's because we softball the question and they softball the answer. Like we're not what we're asking is intrinsically complicated, much more than it outwardly would appear. They're not asking if she.
No, it's not.
It definitely is, because it's the foundational Black American.
Oh, I see what you're doing. No, hold on, real quick, because you finna get lost in the weeds. It's like they want you to get lost in the weeds. See, I'm not
what's happening. I'm not getting lost in any weeds. I'm a student enough
to know the weed, the weed bullshit that these motherfuckers try to shroud us in. See, they took a segment.
Let me literally what's happening.
They took a segment and played it amongst the lowest hanging fruit of shit that they can attack. Is Kamala Harris black? That's what they did. That's what they want you to focus on. That's what they want you to think that the arguments are about, because they want you to think that motherfuckers are low intelligence. That wasn't the only thing that people said in that barbershop. People talked about her policies, the lack thereof. People talked about what they seen her do as vice president, as a motherfucking DA, as a senator, as a motherfucking prosecutor. They know that. They talk about it. They only want to act like the only accusation black people have about Kamala, or black men in particular have about Kamala, is the dumbass issue black shit. No, they want to paint that as the only point of contention, to paint the individuals saying it as stupid. I didn't think that we were going to be stupid enough to fall for the okie doke.
I don't
believe that that's the only thing that people said, that these people said in the barbershop, or to believe that we are hung up on this woman's color or race, and we are not. I don't give a fuck about a conversation about that woman being black or not. And if you about to delve into it, fam, what's the point?
It's the lowest common denominator. That's it. These people are trying to get viewership above all, and many people don't care about her policies. But you know what the lowest common denominator do care about? Is she black? The salacious topic. That's the catch-all. That's the Venn diagram that's gonna hit the most people.
Well, say that's the lowest common denominator, and don't say that that is the conversation or that is the point of contention that black men have with her.
They got dual indemnity. They could smack you and at the same time just try to get viewers. They don't.
Hey, look, fam. They don't give the attention to the other side of that coin. They don't give the intelligent arguments against her. They just give you the bullshit argument against her and say that's all they're talking about.
Because that's all they need to do.
And I'm pointing it out as bullshit.
Oh shit! If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it shouldn't work. It's broke. It's bullshit that they use, and some of us fall for it.
But do you
fall for it? We do, and I'm trying to pull a wool from off of a nigga's eyes and say, "Hey, look what they're doing to us."
But do you consider people like Tariq Nasheed lowest common denominator?
I ain't even mentioned Tariq Nasheed, but okay.
I am mentioning him. Do you consider him a lower common denominator?
No.
He's the motherfucker that does that.
No,
Because he's fighting this battle from a different angle. He's trying to
no,
accomplish something.
I don't think he does that. I think people say he does that.
Does what?
Incite the battle and try to raise bait or shit like that. I don't think
He
that's
definitely
he does.
tried to create separation between West Indians and foundationally. That's why he came up with the term foundationally Black American. He
Yeah, because it had to be, because if you didn't notice, there is a large swath of foreign-born Black people that come to America and castigate American-born Black people.
Yes.
They
I know
talk
why
about
he
us
does
as though we ain't shit.
So
And-
just because this is what I'm saying, he's instituting that language. And
No, but you only talking about a particular corner of his conversation. You ain't talking about that man's entire totality of his
there's
message.
no need.
But it's no need when you can zero in on some bullshit and just make the bullshit the totality of the argument. Now only this black man calling out her race or her heritage is a matter. Most of us ain't doing this shit. Most of us don't give a fuck about it. But let me explain to you real quick. That whole FBA shit it was born
out of right.
Wrong.
So let me tell you why though. You can't disagree with some shit when you don't know what's happening. I brought that up to say there's three compartmentalized things happening right now. Tariq Nasheed is creating an air of separation, and the lowest common denominator can't separate the two. They can't separate his fight from Kamala's fight.
Fam, he's not doing what you're saying he's doing. You only focusing on part of the conversation, and if you only focus on that, his whole Tariq Nasheed's message ain't Kamala ain't from here, and that's it.
I didn't say that. I said
what are you saying there?
Compartmentalized. Do you know what compartmentalized means? I said that. It's 3-tier compartments. Tariq Nasheed has this going on over here. I literally did this. You need me to draw it on some shit for you? He's doing this over here. But loudly. Has nothing to do with this over here. But the low common denominator people can't separate the two. He's doing this over here. That has absolutely nothing to do with this conversation over here. And the people who aren't as smart are conflating the two conversations. And they're bringing his good points from over here to over here, where they may not fit. It may just be semantics and it may just cursory looks that could be easily swiped away for this conversation. But over here, there are solid contingent points. But people are just taking his water cooler points and bringing them over here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
There's a lot of moving of information.
They're just taking his water cooler points that sound good for somebody who has Jamaican heritage.
Damn, you started this diatribe off, cutting me off by saying that there's three. I didn't understand 3 compartmental things that they were doing, and you're not explaining that. 3 compartmental things. They're doing what?
Tariq Nasheed. I said this happening in 3 tiers. Tariq Nasheed, and then the low common, and then the inflation. That's 3.
Oh God damn.
No, because there are actual Tariq Nasheed conversations, the actual legitimate conversation. There's actual legitimate conversations happening about Kamala Harris. Now there's idiots combining those 2 areas. That's not 3. They're not compartmentalized. They're not separate. They're not explaining why people like TMZ can make these shortcut videos and just say this. I'm being very concise. I don't even know what your point of contention is. Tariq Nasheed, good over here. Kamala diatribes, good over here. Idiots in the middle, conflating the 2, not good. 3 compartments, and I'm not even sure if they even know each other exists.
They only want to focus on the bullshit arguments and put that up as the totality of the argument against. They want to highlight crap like the video clip just shown. Kamala ain't black. And that's the level of conversation and discourse they're having in barbershops. That's it. That's all. That's not true. That's a misrepresentation of what is going on in the totality of the conversation about her. Is my point. CNN is misrepresenting what the actual conversation is. And then when you try to bring a Tariq Nasheed into it and say that he only espouses these points about her, I'm saying that you're further perpetuating the fallacy that our conversation is based solely on the superficial characteristics of her. People's conversation about Kamala Harris are varied and extensive. They're not just about her race. They are about her policies and about her viewpoints in politics, global and locally, well, national and international, however you want to say it. Those are the conversations. But you will never know that those are the conversations if you just look at a lot of mainstream news syndicates like a CNN, like an MSNBC, because they try to drive that wedge in between the overall populace or overall constituency of the Democratic Party and black men. Like we're some part of the Democratic Party on the outside, and we are trying to sabotage it in some kind of way due to our lack of support for her. That's the message they're trying to perpetuate out. That's what I wanted to do. I had an issue with. That's what I wanted to speak to. The bullshit segment, and when they don't hear the things they want to hear, how they just cut it, run away, and then try to paint a picture of a group of people in a negative light. That's what I see happening on a regular basis when I watch the news.
Well,
People don't talk about the actual topic. They talk about the bullshit surrounding the topic.
well, you know what I see? I see a lot of motherfuckers debating about that if she's actually black or not. I mean, bar and none. I see that more than any other conversation. Bar and none. I just saw Eddie Griffin. He did a 15-minute diatribe about it.
Who?
Like, Eddie Griffin.
Oh, okay.
He did a 15-minute diatribe. Like, I see that conversation, bar none. That goes, I mean, that shouldn't even be up for debate. Are there more poignant conversations happening? Yeah.
I mean, I would think so.
But here's the caveat. We are looking for something from the LCM. And we often think that they are a higher ilk than they are. That's their LCM that's reporting about our LCM.
But if you were to just like I'm saying, you want to see different conversations with black men talking about this shit, go to RBE, Revolutionary Blackout Network.
Do you think the people that are looking on CNN looking for black men barbershop, are they looking for better black men conversations?
No, they're not. That's my point.
So we're having the wrong conversation then.
No, what I'm saying is that there are other conversations that are being had. I was trying to have one of them. I was trying to lead into one of the motherfuckers, but you want to keep
talking about the clip y'all played? Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
So
you cut the camera off. You could have kept it on.
No, I'm finna go ask about this fucking on site shit. Why I got a break?
Go ahead and do that. You had something to say, professional?
all right. So yeah, that is not the yeah, that's not the real issue motherfuckers have with voting for Kamala. Because at this point, Kamala still don't got she still ain't got my vote. So what is the conversation that you want to have with this?
Oh, I just wanted to point out that people are having better conversations than just about her race, and those individuals. We've had conversations on this show about things other than her race and her policies that could be highlighted.
Yeah.
You got people like the Revolutionary Blackout Network that he says up and down his timeline he sees the conversation about her race. But go to RBN, see the conversations they have. Go to TD Media Group. That's a Chicago. The group is a one dude, but yeah, he's from Chicago too. But go to his page and watch his channel, and you'll see that his conversations aren't centered around her race. They're about her policy. They're about her actions, what she's doing, what these politicians are actually doing in our communities in our country. It's not some basic rudimentary entry level.
She don't want to be black, so we ain't gonna vote for her.
That are being thrown about. There's actual in-depth.
Motherfucker, real life just tried to go out me out some dick. You gonna eat your cornbread? Hell yeah, I'm eating my cornbread. Go out there and get your own goddamn cornbread, goddamn it.
Yeah, but there's substantive conversations that are being had that aren't being talked about as though they're being had, which would lead you to believe that people are just talking about the bullshit ad nauseum. That's not the case. But all we see is they put up bullshit and then say they talking about bullshit. They're unintelligent. They're smart. They're unintelligent. They're not smart. They're uninformed. They're low IQ voters. And that's not the truth. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they're dumb. They don't see it the way you see it.
Nah,
That's what I wanted to say about that.
just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean that they're dumb. But if they do not have a solid reasoning for disagreeing, that makes them dumb.
Facts.
I still don't make them dumb.
Hey, if you don't know why you're doing some shit, you're just doing it. I'm not gonna assign you smart. And if you want to argue with me about some shit and you don't even know the points that you're trying to argue, I'm gonna call you dumb. That's how I feel about it. I don't know.
Sometimes people need a motherfucking translator. Sometimes motherfuckers can't formulate topically the exact thing they need to say. Sometimes motherfuckers don't be listening when they say it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never just gonna. I'm going to imbibe this shit and I'm going to give it some time to soak in. I'm not just going to automatically consider a motherfucker an idiot. That just may not be where their field of expertise lies.